there's a magical doorway that is about to appear right before your eyes. We are at the doorstep. We are being offered an opportunity to step into this huge transition point, this squeeze that is going to compress you, it's going to activate you, and then it's going to expand you in a big, massive way. The thing is, in order to move into this threshold, you need to leave a lot of the old behind. So you may be experiencing now a lot of old triggers, old energy coming up to the surface, being triggered in your experience, so that you can actually finally look at it and say, thank you, but we're good from this point forward. I am in control. That is what you are being asked to do right now. Can you leave or step out of the old to allow the new to start to fill in and manifest all around you? Now, things are going to look really strange, really chaotic externally. That's all of that energy, the reflection of all that energy being stirred up from within. And again, a lot of these old aspects, these traumatized aspects, these programs, these limiting beliefs that have been kind of lurking or hiding in the shadows are now coming up in full force to be seen. And it may actually feel like you're being like hit over the head one after another, after another, after another. It's like, hey, see me? Are you ready to move forward and move past this? So they're going to come up over and over and over again, these old energetic aspects, so that you can review them. Think of it kind of like a life review, because what's happening is we are really going through, you call it like an ego death or a timeline shift, whatever you want to term it. The reality of the situation is a lot of that old is coming up to be reviewed so that you could finally anchor into your body and say, I am ready to move forward into this transition threshold to allow these new earth frequencies to start to manifest around me. And that means that I can't take that old with me. It's like leaving baggage at the door. Are you finally ready to leave all of those things that have been weighing you down at that threshold so that you can move into the new? Okay, now from an energetic standpoint, we're really integrating this energy, bringing it into the whole, but these parts of you remain attached and tied to a 3D reality. You are leaving that 3D reality experience. Therefore, they will come with you, but as far as seeing them, being aware of them, they will be left in the old. Okay, so it's like you're moving away from everything that no longer serves where you are headed and where we're headed collectively, which is into these amazing, magical frequency, high frequency, energetic spaces. Okay, so all of that old is going to kind of fade into the background because it becomes a smaller part of your experience when you are expanding. So it's very much like leaving it at that doorway. So you're being asked right now, are you finally ready to stop going back and entertaining that old energy that's keeping you stuck? Okay, you are being asked to step across that threshold into the new. We have all of these amazing things happening, a lot of light, a lot of CMEs, solar storms, all sorts of light coming in. We've got the Three-Eye Atlas coming this way, another aspect of awakening and higher consciousness. All of these things are happening at once, and it's going to manifest more in your reality when you are ready to finally release a lot of that old energy. So you may find that right now a lot of that old energy is surfacing and coming up, like I said, one right after another. And I see it kind of like, that carnival booth they had with like the ducks, right? They'd have like the ducks lined up and, you'd be shooting the ducks, boom, 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 boom. It kind of is like that. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like you're going to feel one, and then the next one's going to come up, and you're going to have to feel that, and then the next one's going to come up, and you're going to have to feel that. But while you're feeling this and recognizing this, you may notice that these old aspects, these old triggers don't have the same charge that they did. It's almost like your higher self is saying, okay, you're ready to let this go. It is time to let this go. So think of this period of time now. It's going to be now through the end of the year where it's almost like a life review. Okay, so you've heard when you die, you have a life review. Well, as we move out of the old and start to step into the new, it's like, again, it's almost like that death process. You are going to go through a life review. Are you really ready to move forward? Are you really ready to leave all of that stuff that weighed you down for decades in the old timeline? If you are ready to do that, as this stuff comes up rapid fire, see it, feel it, and love it. Bring some of that new energy to it. Show it who you are becoming. Show it who we're becoming, and offer it that love and compassion that it needs. That is the equivalent of setting it down and freeing yourself for good. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to have a memory of these traumas and of these experiences, but you'll notice in the future when you're expanded that they take up a lot less energy. They don't hold the charge, so they don't control you. They're kind of back in the memory of the old timeline, okay? And that's how we want to be able to perceive it. We want to not discard anything, but we want to be able to observe it and not allow it to control us. So if you're at that point, and let me tell you, if you're starting to have a lot of this old stuff come up, like I've been having the past week or two, know that your higher self is saying, are you truly ready to release this? Because there is something grand, something magical waiting for you as soon as you have that strength, that conviction, that courage, that worthiness, that love for yourself to step out of that old, the old that you've been programmed into, and step into that new, unknown, magical space, that expansive space where you can start to shift your reality, align with your purpose, and manifest in ways up until now you have never thought possible.